Hey guys, Gen Z here, and I'm with one of our True Style students, Ikaika. He's going to be my demo dummy for today. He's also becoming a mini Gen in his game, which makes me very proud, so that's great. But we're talking about single leg X. This is what we've been working this week, and I want to just show you guys a really good warm-up to be able to warm up your hips, right, and your core. This is a big core movement. So I'm going to have my partner just stand over me like this, and then I'm going to overwrap the ankle, okay? I overwrap and just keep my hand right on my belly. This hand is going to go ahead and push against the knee just for leverage so I can lift my legs up. It's going to give my core a boost. So here I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lift, and I want to get a nice bite, okay? My knees need to be above his knee. My heel is right on his hip. I kind of have my foot flexed so that it fits against his body like a Lego piece. This also is going to keep my leg straight and not crossing the center line to start reaping my partner, right? Especially if you're not allowed to do that at your belt level, you want to keep your partner nice and safe, okay? This foot on the inside knee is going to flare behind his butt, right? So we can get that viewpoint if we want to come and see that, right? Right behind the booty, okay? If this foot goes on the inside leg, it's going to open my knees. So I've got a nice flare here and a nice bite, okay? Then I can just go ahead and drop down and I can come to the other side. Go ahead and post, boom. Post, boom. Post, boom. You can set a timer, do this for 2 minutes, and then your partner can do it, right? You guys just swap out to really practice that control. There's a great drill that's also similar to this, going to X guard, which I think I have on my YouTube channel as well. If not, I'll record it, but we're getting into X guard next week. So same idea, just getting good repetitions. I'm going to show you guys the sweep, okay? I do have a shin to shin entry to get to single leg X on my YouTube channel, All Things Gen Z, so check it out. But I want to just review the sweep, basic sweep from single leg X here. I'm going to go ahead, post on the knee, lift up. If his foot was close to me, okay, let's say he was kind of close initially, I could just grab his heel. I like to not even grab the ankle, grab the heel, and I could go just straight back. I lift my hips up and go straight back, right? And now I have both legs. This is great control, okay? I could also kind of force him with my core to cinch him in and go for that option so I could get a second leg. Anytime I have two legs, it's always going to be better, right? It's better control. It's easier to sweep. But I'm going to have Ikaika pop back up. The basic single leg X sweep, we're here. I'm going to lift my hips up. I'm going to tilt my knees towards the door. This overwrap is not only going to set me up for an amazing attempt at the straight ankle lock, but it's also going to help keep the bite while I'm thrusting my hips into his leg for the sweep. Okay, so I lift the hips high, already off balancing, tilt, and then I need to do that exorcist head spin to look all the way behind me so my hips follow through on the sweep. Boom, just like that. I need to keep everything nice and tight. This is my distance management. Sometimes I need to push him away, sometimes I need to cinch in, but a good player, the first thing they're going to want to do to defend is clear this foot so they can start hopping over. So I need to be able to fight that, right? Just like hand fighting, I'm foot fighting, right? I also, if I want to go for the straight ankle lock, as you can see, I've beautifully fallen into, I need to keep the knee bite so I control the leg and don't lose his knee. But also he might start putting a boot on, right? And if his leg is a little longer, I might need to cinch back. So there's a few things we can do here. I'm not going to try and gable grip here and haul back on this. I want to keep my hand out for balance, okay? From here, I can just cut the slack out by just sliding back as I get to like his Achilles or his heel. It's almost like a stopper. I don't want to overshoot it so I go past his foot, then I'll lose it. So I'm just doing this motion. I want to feel his toes behind my armpit, behind my shoulder. From here, now that I'm in this spot, what I want to do is get this hand as high up towards my chest as possible. My hand flat will expose the blade against his calf / Achilles. This is a nice one because with the detail at the end to finish, we don't have to be super precise. It's going to put a ton of pressure on him already. If I do feel like he's still a little flexed in his foot, I'm going to do this salsa shoulder. So I'm just rolling my shoulder back. My hubby Jay loves to use this analogy. So we're here, right? Just on the toes, nice and tight. But most foot locks, you're going to want to bring that posture of the shoulders back, elbows to the ribs. It's just going to help with the finishes, especially in a lot of heel hooks and stuff too. So we're here, bring my hand to the mat, everything's tight. I now lift, this is the doozy, and draw the elbow back as much as I can. It's kind of putting an angle on his leg, but it's still a straight ankle lock. So it's legal at all levels. I've got the pinch. I'm going to do like a Hindu push-up. So I'm going to lead with my hips thrusting into the mat as I bring my chest down and then look up and behind me, just like a cobra stretch for the finish. Okay? If we happen to be here and I'm like, oh, I can't get this, or, you know, there was a lot of momentum in the sweep, right? And maybe I wasn't able to hold on and I had to let go, or he was a little loose, I could start going for a great leg drag. I'm also going to show you how to just get to combat base, because even if Ikaika and I end up here, this isn't necessarily a sweep yet. Depending on the rule set you're competing in, if you're using this for sport jiu-jitsu, you want to understand that we're both still on our side here. So while it does set me up for a straight ankle lock attempt, if I don't get that attempt or doesn't fail, I don't really have the sweep yet. Because if I don't have control, he could come up. So that's why this is really important, right? That I can use this to push him back down, right? But if he comes up, that was an almost sweep, but it didn't get a sweep, right? I didn't have control. So if there's like a ton of momentum, I might be able, from the sweep, I might be able to just retract my foot and come up to a nice combat base with my frames on the inside. If I'm here on my knees or any way I get up, it might be a little scrambly. Even if I end up in his guard, that's 2 points for the sweep. Okay, but of course I'd like to come up into a combat with my frames on the inside. We never want one arm in, one arm out, right? Be cautious of your arms, elbows to my body, but I can set up for better passes from here. But if we're here and I was in this straight ankle, right? But I'm like, I'm not gonna get it. I can just open up to kind of disengage, just let go of my hand, and I'm gonna grab his heel with my opposite hand. I'm gonna pass it towards my top hip, and I'm gonna cup the top of his knee, okay? Because I need to shelve this knee. So my elbow's kind of clamped and I've got his knee. I built my base to my hand. I'm gonna retract my foot, but then I need to cinch back into him. I'm gonna start driving my knee across his hip and coming up. I'm caught in his shorts, so hold on 1 second. I cinched in. I'm gonna drive till my knee hits. This makes a big difference. I can't have my knee hovering. Ikaika's just gonna recover. He's gonna, shrimp, and he's gonna face me in his guard, right? So I've gotta be tight. And even if you can just rely on both knees, or both knees can hit the mat, I still feel like he can move me. I really wanna drive as I shelve and post. Now I'm pushing myself into my knee and it's hard for him to move. From here, I'm gonna bring my head to this same side. If I can get double unders, great. If I can get head control and an underhook, Ikaika's got a bad shoulder, so we're gonna be very cautious there. This is awesome, right? I relax my hips. I'm in no rush to move. If he starts to straighten out and struggle, it's just gonna give me the pass, which we love, right? So that's a really good option. You can also, from here, from this straight ankle, go for that leg drag. You can start transitioning to like a double outside ashi. You can start getting to a 50-50 if you want to play that game, whatever you want to do. But those are some of my favorites. I like going for that straight ankle lock. That's one that my coach, Jeff Serafin, showed years ago that's always stuck with me. Really taking that elbow back puts a lot of pressure on the leg, and that leg drag pass is an awesome classic one too. Puts a ton of pressure on your opponent. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks, Ikaika.